Hello, it's time for our meditation session. I'll wait a few moments for you all to show up before we get started. Hello, hello. You guys are quiet tonight. Usually there's people chatting. I just came from making a Psychic on the Rocks video. Hello, hello. Glad you're here. Grateful that you're here. All right, everyone's showing up. I'm just going to start. While people are getting ready to show up, I got this in the mail. It's just a St. Padre Pio mailing. And I'll just start with this. St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all of the other evil spirits who prowl about the world seeking the ruin of souls. So, yeah, okay, you guys are showing up now. Okay. Yeah, I just had a metaphysical experience. We know how upset that we are about what's going on, right? So there I was. The sky was blue, sunny afternoon, late afternoon. Went out to my rock spot. And there I was just, making a video, and the sky is, totally blue, and I'm hearing thunder. Like, what is that thunder? Just like last night. Just like at PNN last night, we're doing the video. All of a sudden, the thunder starts rolling, the lightning starts, and I'm like, so I posted a couple of videos of both storms. I said, I'll be damned. I think I'm conjuring up storms. Yeah. So, yeah, I was leaving the park, and there was a storm rolling in. I showed you. I conjured up the winds. Who knows? So then there was a huge deluge. And then there was a rainbow. And I have a picture of the rainbow. I just posted it. And it was just like a message. Darren saying Ed and Lorraine Warren have that St. Michael the Archangel prayer inscribed on their tombstones. Oh, really? I did not know that. That's beautiful. Those of you who don't know, Ed and Lorraine Warren were very famous exorcists. They exorcised demons from homes, and they could distinguish between whether it was like a poltergeist or like if it could be debunked. But they were the real deal. Maybe I was doing a Native American rain dance, right? I don't know, but I thought it was kind of interesting that happened 2 days in a row. And the topic that I was on 2 days in a row when the storm rolled in was Putin and Dumpy in this Alaska meeting. Can I make it snow really bad in Alaska? Not this time of year. Anyway, so then after the storm, and I had to sit in my car because it was raining so hard. And then I saw this rainbow. Look at where the shot is. It's right by the American flag. Right? Right? I mean, I felt like my guides wanted to give me some hope. And I felt like it was a message. The storms come, they look scary, but at the end there's a rainbow. All right, so Michelle is saying she's almost done with the book, The Demonologist. Yeah, back to Ed and Lorraine Warren. They wrote a book called The Demonologist. It's not for the faint of heart. So mostly our focus, I don't know what the guides will channel through me for the guided meditation that we start exactly at 15 minutes. But my focus is on scrambling this meeting and causing nothing to be accomplished. And every single time I've read on it, the pendulum wouldn't give me an answer as to whether it was really taking place. But if I have a pendulum, I could check something. I don't know if I have one here, but I wonder if Putin's on the plane. Oh, here's one. If I lived in Alaska, I think I'd be protesting. Okay. Oh, and by the way, in the cloud, I also posted a short of the clouds and the wind and the trees, and at a certain point at the beginning, there's an angel in the clouds. It was a little clearer to see before I uploaded it. You don't want the meeting to be, yeah, that's what we're focusing. We're focusing on it being a complete failure. Another psychic said there would be unusual rainbows today. Well, that person was correct. Yeah, there was actually a double rainbow. There was. I didn't get both of them. I just got the one. But there were two. You're hoping that Michigan's National Guard will hear you out. Should you tell them that Trump is the enemy, they should be chasing down and arresting? Yeah, go ahead, because a lot of those National Guardsmen don't want to be there. Is Putin on the plane? Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. I saw in Mary Trump's thread, she has a live stream at 6 p.m. I don't know if that's, I think it's every weeknight. And I saw people in their chat, in the chat there, that were saying that the plane had landed, but I'm actually getting that the Putin's not on the plane. And honestly, when you really think about it, if he wasn't on the plane, it's possible that we would never find out that he wasn't on the plane. It's possible that he sent a double. It's possible that somebody else came in his place. And we can read on that. We can read on that. Somebody, Per Cat 200 is saying, I heard about the flood in Alaska. There's a flood in Alaska? Anyway, on another related topic, Gavin Newsom, I'm becoming a huge fan. He spoke at I think there's like a place where any of you in California might know, where they had Japanese internment camps. The United States of America has been horrible to people. I mean, it's not that other countries haven't, but anyway. So they were having a meeting, and Gavin Newsom was speaking, and then because they heard that Gavin Newsom was speaking, what does Dumpy do? He sends ICE in. These ICE agents, I mean, I read their energy and they feel very clueless to me. They're in LA, they're in California. It's got to be hot there, right? They have those masks up like to here. I don't know if it's wool or polyester or what, but they've got those masks up to here, and they've got all this heavy clothing on, and they're walking around like a bunch of goons. Unbelievable. Electrostorm is saying the ice melted and caused a flood in Alaska. I didn't hear about that yet. Yeah, other people are saying they heard about that. And I see that ice is not really, it's not really too cohesive right now. I believe that when there's a high enough vibration in the collective, that they're just going to fall apart. And I don't mean to be like, all Pollyanna about it, but I'm just looking at the energy of this. you know? And it's a mess. It's a total mess. Anyway, they left. The ICE agents left. And this whole thing is not going to work. That's what I see. I mean, we're going to go through massive amounts of stress, but it's not going to work. Some people are saying, who's a lost cause? Yeah, well, they get into the cult mind control and then, I mean, not to bring up Roseanne Barr, but she kind of saw the light. She was acting really cuckoo for a while there. Are you guys ready to meditate, or we just have a few minutes? And Party of Evil People denies that there's climate change. Yeah, so what I'm hearing is the ice melted and caused a flood in Alaska. Is that ongoing right now? Are the people in trouble? Yeah, the people that are, speaking of the ice agents, look at Tom Homan. Does he look like a balanced, happy human being? Does he look healthy? I mean, it's not going to work. Purin asked for 400 what? And some... I can't read that. There's something in the way. Does anyone have a question before we dive into our meditation? It's Tom Homan. He's not a human. Don't upgrade him like that. It's Homan. That actually is more appropriate. Okay. Let's encourage one another to meditate on a regular basis. And if you're really stressed out and panicked ever, which makes sense, we get that way sometimes. You can binge meditate. You can binge meditate. You can go to all the Thursday nights. Most of them are live. And you can queue up to 15 minutes, because the last 15 minutes are the meditation. And you can binge meditate. What do you think of that? That's what we can do. It does work. And Electrostorm, we have to just stop asking when and be more focused on what the job is that we have to do. In my humble opinion. I mean, it could be just because when we get all whiny and complaining, I'm not saying you're being that way. I'm just saying when we get, when is this going to be over? Actually, that sentiment, oh, I just want all this to be over, is what ended Grassroots of Democracy. That's what ended it. When it was the organization, the group that I had. When it was like pulling teeth to get people to show up to Grassroots of Democracy meetings. But we did a lot of work, actually. And then it turned into a whine. I can't wait, like that. I was just like, that's it. But anyway, just know that all the work that we have done, all the grassroots of democracy, all the Simon Rosenberg, all the different organizations, there were lots and lots and lots of us. Kamala won the election in a landslide. That's being proven through the research of the ballots. I think about how I kept saying she was going to win. And the demonic hides, but she did. All the votes were there, but they rigged it. So anyway, yeah, I know you want him to fail already, Electrostorm. That's understandable. I just want to nudge us out of that zone and nudge us into, we make him fail. We make him fail. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Okay. It's time to settle in. Make sure your pets aren't going to crawl all over you and distract you for 15 minutes. And shut off your devices, except the one you're watching on. And we've got 10 seconds to go. So get comfortable. All right, when you're ready, you can close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it, and a longer breath out. When you hold the breath, make it hold as long as you can. And do that breath 2 more times. A long, slow, deep breath in and hold it as long as you can. And then at your own pace, do it 1 more time. And imagine about 3 feet above the top of your head, there's a ball of light. It's a beautiful ball of light that looks just like the sun, about 3 or 4 inches above your head. I mean, feet. 3 or 4 feet above your head. A brilliant ball of light that looks just like the sun. And focus on the ball of light. And just like the sun shining down on your skin, you can feel the rays of warm light on your skin. And imagine that this light is a cleansing light. And as these rays shine down upon your skin, you feel the warmth. And you feel that these rays of light are like a disinfecting light, cleansing all the negative, disharmonious, toxic vibrations that we all pick up all the time. Imagine that light shining on our entire body is like a disinfecting, detoxifying light. Imagine it's cleansing the energy that surrounds you, your aura, cleansing and clearing. You can imagine what it looks like. Use your imagination to form an image of the rays of light cleansing your auric field. And the light moves into the pores of your skin and detoxifies all your energy. And now begin to feel that light like a fluid moving through your entire body. You can imagine that it's like a lava lamp. Light, balls of light, changing shape and form, permeating your entire body and cleansing all disharmonious vibrations. And as you imagine yourself being bathed in this light, the light clearing and detoxifying, you start to feel a shift. You start to feel even a little bit energized, even though you're relaxed with your eyes closed. And now feel that light, like liquid light, moving into your toes and the soles of your feet and the tops of your feet, the ankles and the calves. Feel that liquid, slow-moving light moving into your knees and your thighs and your buttocks and hips and lower abdomen. Feel the light moving up into your stomach and waist area and your spine from the tailbone all the way up to the base of the skull. Feel the light cleansing, revitalizing, recharging the diaphragm, the muscle that lifts your rib cage up and down. Feel the light massaging your rib cage and your lungs and heart, moving up the back into the shoulders. Feel that liquid light moving down into the arms and elbows, the wrists and the hands, like a liquid light moving into the throat and into the face and into the scalp. You're filled with cleansing light within you and around you, and you are becoming very, very calm. You're in this moment, and this moment only. Nothing else needs your attention in this moment. There's nothing else that needs to be responded to in this moment. Just the meditation. And imagine, if you can, the state of Alaska. A really big state, lots of landmass. And you don't have to know specifically, but just imagine that there's a room at a military base where the meeting is meant to take place. And now imagine that you're outside that area. You don't have to know specifically what it looks like. There's no need to. We're setting the intention to disrupt any evil doing with clearing white light. And whatever you imagine is meant to happen, is planned to take place, you can imagine that. And imagine the light disrupting the intentions for evil that are emanating from these two men. Feel the light intercepting the thought forms. Feel the light filling the room where the meeting is meant to take place. Imagine that this light that you're sending comes out through your third eye center, a ray of light. And collectively, we fill the room wherever the meeting's happening. We don't need to know specifics. We fill the room with a blinding white light. You can barely see them. The light is so blinding. But you sense and know the evil intentions that they have to destroy countries, to destroy human lives, to ruin people, to give people no hope and only devastation. You know all those intentions are present in this room, and now you pump more light into the room. It's a blinding light. It's a disorienting light. It's a divine light. It's a correcting light. It's a very intelligent light that's correcting this situation by making it, rendering it useless and ineffective. And both parties, everyone involved, is starting to feel very uncomfortable. It's not working. The plans for evil are not gelling. Their minds are scrambled. There's some panic. Things aren't happening. Their evil plans aren't coming together. Things aren't happening as the evil ones wished for them to happen. They are cornered. And eventually they're forced to call it quits. And if they make a decision in their scrambled state that they'll try again, all energy that might cause that to happen is interfered with and disrupted. The Kremlin is falling apart. The plans aren't working. Trump has lost his orientation. He's panicked. Nothing's working. He has no place else to turn. And you feel this place where they're meeting filled with so much light. Now imagine the vibration in the room is at a very high frequency, and it scrubs away all the demonic forces. And if you wish, you can imagine Saint Michael the Archangel, who's also the patron saint of Ukraine, descending from the heavens into the room, into the center of the room. Saint Michael the Archangel, the slayer of evil, that embodiment, that energy is present, has come in through the top, through the ceiling, into the room. And the sword destroys the evil. And feel the energy of the world that's been waiting for these two most dangerous men on the planet to fail in huge ways. Failure happens. And now relax your focus with a knowing awareness that the work is done. Bring your energy back, retract your energy back. And now you have a bird's eye view of the location. You see planes, removing them from the premises. You feel failure for them, the utmost total humiliation, embarrassment, and failure. Both parties walk away knowing that they have lost and that they will have to pay the price for these terrible, unfathomable crimes of cruelty and death for other humans. They have lost their power. Our intentions have ended them. Our goodness has ended them. Our collective love and commitment to be a more powerful people has ended them. It's over. And from this meditation, we release any and all feelings of doubt. Imagine them dissolved by the light and replaced with a sense of trust. Bring in a sense of trust. Bring your focus back to your breathing. Allow the vision to fade. with full awareness that the work has been done, and bring up a feeling of trust. You can think of a situation that you feel trust around. Bring up a feeling of faith, whatever faith you hold strong. And as you sit quietly, focus on the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out slowly. And really bring your awareness to a sense and a feeling of peace restored. We know what that is. It's always been present. It becomes what is. The war on Ukraine has ended fairly. They have all their territory back. The EU is rejoicing. NATO is rejoicing. The evildoers have been destroyed. They're going back. They have been rendered impotent on all levels, in all ways. And the love is restored to our country and to our world. And I'll count up from 5 to 1 to bring you to an awakened state. If you wish to continue meditating, feel free to do so. We'll just end at the count of 1. Slowly, take your time. Please don't rush. Keep your breath slow. 5, 4, coming up to 3, feeling that sense of trust and surrender. 2, it's safe to trust. It's necessary to trust. And at the count of 1, when you're ready, you can open your eyes or you can continue meditating. And namaste.